So today we are taking a closer look into zircons. Mystery Stone 69 is a faceted zircon, and it is a tiny little blue stone. Some were season 5, season 4. I also did a few zircons, so which I am also going to show you guys today. And as you can see, zircon can also come in pink. Even though most people think about zircon, they probably think about blue. While blue is the most common color for zircon, they can also come in different colors such as green, reddish brown, shades of yellow, orange, red, and also colorless. As for the colorless, back in the 19th century, people used to use these as a diamond simulant. And nowadays, these are more likely to be mimicking the look of a sapphire when it's heated to this intense blue. Zircons are relatively free of inclusions, like this one I'm showing from my previous videos. However, I do think that they are very easy to identify due to its strong doubling. Sometimes you don't even need a microscope to notice. I currently haven't seen one, but I've heard that some untreated zircons can have a cloudy or smoky appearance. In very rare situations, zircon might also contain long parallel inclusions. When they are correctly oriented, this can cause chatoyancy, which is well known as cat's eye effect, when cut into cabochons. Blue and green zircons can be ranging from 1 to 10 carats. Meanwhile, yellow and orange is around 5, and red and purples are usually the rarest, which comes in the smallest size. So this is zircon. Zircon is a natural gemstone. And from my latest gem identification videos, Mystery Stone 119, a huge cubic zirconia that is green. And meanwhile, many people already know about cubic zirconia as a very interesting invention or a very interesting discovery. However, a lot of people mistaken it with zircon, which these two are totally different material. One is natural, one is mostly man-made. Ironically, even though now cubic zirconia is always seen as a synthetic gem, but it was actually discovered as a natural mineral in 1937 by two German mineralogists, von Stackelberg and Chudoba. They were examining a highly metamixed zircon given to them by B.W. Anderson. The zircon contained some tiny crystals which they identified by X-ray diffraction as the cubic form of zirconium oxide, which is zirconia, a compound known as baddelite when in a monoclinic form. Well, after they discovered this new mineral, they didn't even assign a name to it, so as a result, now we are still known this mineral as cubic zirconia, which is actually the scientific name of this mineral. The official name of cubic zirconia we see today is synthetic cubic zirconia due to its man-made nature. 1969 in France, finally the crystal form of cubic zirconia that's big enough to use in jewelry is finally developed. Soon after it was first marketed in 1976, colorless cubic zirconia became the dominant diamond imitation. Now, I do think that cubic zirconia, it is a very great diamond simulant. It has the strong fire, singular refractive nature, and it's also very affordable. You have probably already encountered a few CZs in your personal jewelry collection. The best example here is Swarovski. Swarovski zirconia they market it as a high quality brand of cubic zirconia. I do not have a lot of knowledge behind their brand, so I would say that most likely their material is just cubic zirconia in general. In conclusion, cubic zirconia is very different looking than zircons. Here you can see that cubic zirconia has singular refractive nature, therefore they do not have the strong doubling that zircons has. And of course, cubic zirconia is more fiery than zircon due to its high refractive index. Yeah, so next time when you heard somebody advertising something as zirconia, then shine a red light. That's not a natural stone. That is a man-made stone that could be massively produced in every single color. It is often fashion jewelry. Yeah, it is quite cheap to make. But if you do come across a zircon gemstone, do not assume that they are cheap like cubic zirconia, because zircons are one special gem that is just like all your other gemstones, like such as sapphire, rubies. They're all natural gemstones. They're mined and they are produced in the nature with their own characteristics. Have you ever purchased a CZ, or have you ever purchased a zircon before? I do have a lot of zircons because a lot of zircons came in blue, which probably already know blue is one of my favorite colors. It's also very fun because it's very interesting to look at them under microscope for their doubly refractive nature. So anyway, I hope this video helped. Bonne nuit!